Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Mexico City Diablos and the Los Angeles Rams. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, it's Henderson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the booth real quickly.
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd and long for Kaiser. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
41 to Mike, 41 to Mike. Check, 41. It's our time, it's our time.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Kaiser looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
After the interception, here's Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Mexico City.
They'll run on 1st down. Boyd. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Right there. 54, right there, 54 Mike. 55. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 24, check 24.
Back to throw, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Diablo.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hey, 31. 29, 29. Check 24, check 24. Hey, hey, watch it, watch it. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch, switch, switch. Check 3, check 3.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You must be dreaming. Switch. 54. Check 52. Jim, 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 Jim. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill. Let him go.
On second and 9, Watson going deep for Hopkins, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You ready?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Kaiser and the offense staying put. They're going for it. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. And that's complete to Cooks. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert 3. He's coming.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Going deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come out here in the I. Here's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a first blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
41. We've got to wedge that, huh? I'm going to come back to you.
They run with Henderson, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Rolling to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd and 7, Kaiser, and he's got room. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, it's Boyd. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, 59! Go. Check 37. Check 37. Time to go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Go to base. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run the toss with Henderson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Kaiser. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Kaiser now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have step. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They go play action. Kaiser. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent,
And this is taken in at the 5. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup and even 50 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On play action, Kaiser. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 31. Check the roll. West.
From the gun, Kaiser. That'll be caught by Kopp. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Kaiser now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Kaiser now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Dixon complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's get this.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Rams have got it back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Undercrunch. No. Off. 81. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill. Watch twist. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Kill. Check 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 355. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Mike,
From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
You think you won't get this? Down, he's coming. You think you won't get this? Check safety. Joker. Explain. Hey, 31.
They'll run on 1st down. Boyd, he's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's our time.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. The Rams passing game on point right now as they pick up another first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Watch twins. SOS. Shit.
On first down, it's Boyd. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Double dog.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boyd. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Watson now to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
3rd and long for Kaiser. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Check 49, check 49. Alert, 36.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Joe Schobert. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Alert. Sponge. No. Check. Crunch. Hey, 24. Slam. Check 43.
From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Got an open man, it's QT. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Watson on 1st down. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All day, just like that.
Check 54.
Now it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Watch the screen. Alert. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Boyd. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Bang. Hey, 54. Switch gears.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Kaiser. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the 7th time in this game alone. And that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Henderson going to run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Here's Watson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and goal, Watson flush to his right, and it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Kaiser to throw it. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Josh Reynolds, 76 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
I'm going to run you over. Check 24, check 24. Hey, check 24, check 24.
On 1st down, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, Diablo.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 54. Check 52. Jim. 59.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 55. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert 3. Alert 3. Motion, 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 motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Watson escaping the pressure right. And Thomas has it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
What we got? Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Hey, 31! You might be getting tired of seeing me. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Wide. Get wide. Put it down. Kill. Hey, alert 3. Check. Lucky. Set.
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check the backer.
Now Watson to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Under 10. 10.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man is QT, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
We got double up. Check your hot read. Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Boyd. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Boyd, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
It's
caught inside the 25.
Let's go, baby.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.